Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because these two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. And that jab just missed with the left hand. A perfect counter shot. That jab doesn't find a home. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he just missed with that left jab. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him tight.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best at the middleweight division. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. There's the bell for round three. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
That's lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Through the hook, didn't land. Punch, counter punch. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds. Hold that thought! Can you believe it, Roy? And down goes Jones Jr. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They believe their fighter has.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? And there's the bell to start the round. Catch and shoot. Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Good counter punching. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Tried to score with a jab. Do you believe this? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Time for the 5th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. And it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
They exchange punches. this fight, you'll get knocked out. Crawford is dazed. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not. And there's the bell for round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
These two were made for each other. The straight right just misses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That counter shot lands. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. How about that time counter shot? There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Had a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. Come on. Here we go. It's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. A lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That one lands. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
The Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
He's starting to make mistakes.
Round 8, and we're off again. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. Perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. Nice stop, but that won't score. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from...
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself.